YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. I want to start this video off immediately with a little discussion before I go any further, so that hopefully you'll understand what it is I'm getting at. Oh, about knocked my microphone over. Apologize, I've almost done that before. So, let me talk through something. I've noticed that the campaigns I'm putting out haven't seemed to be exciting people as much as they did when they started. Now that's fine. It's possible that maybe just fewer people are interested in watching right now. But what I want to try and do is show you a little something different, see if it has more interest amongst you, and if so, we can stick with that, and if not, I can continue what I'm doing. What I'm really trying to do is just offer you a little flavor of diversity here so that I can get some feedback from you and decide what's going to be best for the channel. I enjoy doing any of this stuff, and I most enjoy making you videos when I know that you're enjoying them the most. So that's where I really get the biggest enjoyment out of it, whenever I see you all enjoying it. So, for instance, I've been making online battles in the old Attila Wars, and you all have been eating it up. Great. I'm glad I found something that you like. I'm going to keep doing it. And that's kind of what I want to do with campaign. So, my Hun campaign is disappointing me right now because the AI burned down the whole map. Now, supposedly they're not that bad at it in this patch, but that means I'd have to start over. Rather than just do that, what I wanted to do is, you all have gotten a little flavor of the Huns here. I still have the save file. I'm not getting rid of it. Same thing with the Ostrogoths. You've gotten a little flavor. I still have that save file. I'm not getting rid of it. Same thing with the Sassanids, okay? None of those save games are being deleted, and I'm not saying I'm never going to finish those. I want to bring a little something different to you. The Celts are new, so I wanted to show you a Celt campaign. Also, not today, but tomorrow, I'm going to give you a little flavor of an East Rome campaign. Why not West Rome? Hey, again, I'm saving West Rome for when I know this game's good and patched. Hopefully the Steam Workshop's out. There's some cool mods and other stuff like that. I want the West Rome campaign to be epic. Absolutely epic, and I want it to be the most challenging campaign I've ever played. So I'm saving it. I will do it. I promise you I'll do it. We'll get it in there. So that's why. Anyway, I wanted you to get some flavor of the Roman campaign, though, because it's very different than the others we played. And then Celts, of course, has those newer factions, which might be fun for you all to see in campaign action, since I've showed you a little bit of them in multiplayer action. And I've been getting some really good feedback from people saying they're playing them in campaign, they really like it. So, here's the thing, and I'm going to reiterate this in a comment in the video. If you like this series and you want me to continue it, please like the video. If you do not like it, and please listen closely, it does not help me when you dislike the video. It's probably just going to impact my income if you get a lot of dislikes on there. Now, if you genuinely dislike a video, I'm not going to hold it against you to dislike the video. What I'm asking you, though, is if you don't want me to do this series, I will have a comment that says, thumbs up here if you would rather see maybe a different faction, and you can leave a comment telling me why. Okay? So please, if you like this series, thumbs up on the video, and you can feel free to tell me why you like it in the comments. If you don't want me to do this series, or you think a different one would be better, I will have a comment in there. Go find that comment. Thumbs up if that comment reflects your thoughts. It'll say something to the order of, I think there may be a better campaign for you to do, and leave your thoughts and thumbs up there. So again, this gives me a feel for who likes the video and who would maybe rather see something a little different. Unfortunately, again, I'm not going to be able to make everybody happy. I wish I could. If I could do this all day, I would stay home all day and make you all videos. Unfortunately, it's not enough to put food in our mouths and a roof over my head. Though, like I said, I do use the money that I have to try and continually improve my setup and my videos. So I'm aware of this. I'm just trying to serve you all. You're my customer. You're my friends, and you're a great audience, and like I said, I'm trying to do this to make you happy. So, again, let me recap. If you like this series and you want me to keep doing it and it excites you, please like the video. I know I don't normally ask you for likes on a video, and I'm not doing this to try and prop myself up. It's a way for me to judge the interest level. So please like the video if you want me to continue this series. If you don't like it, look for that comment that I've left that says, I'd prefer you do something different, and I'll leave my feedback below. You can thumbs up that comment, so again, I can see the feedback on both without getting like a big negative feedback on something, which sometimes impacts the performance of your YouTube videos, because then they'll think that I'm spamming you all or something, and you're trying to tell them that I'm being a jerk or something. So again, hopefully you all cleared that up. So please go that route if you don't mind. What I was thinking of doing, and I will give you a flavor of these. So today I'm going to give you a flavor of the Ebdanians, and I'm going to give you a flavor of another games campaign that I'm going to offer you. And then tomorrow I will give you a flavor of the East Romans, and I will also give you a flavor of another game. So I'll have 2 Attila campaigns to show you between today and tomorrow, and then 2 campaigns from other games, one from one game, one from another. And I will show you those as well. In fact, I can tell you what I'm going to do. I was thinking of a Follow the Samurai campaign for one, and a Medieval 2 campaign for the other. Well, Air, I love Empire. I love Napoleon. I want to see you do those. Hey, I get it. Leave feedback on these videos in the manner that I'm telling you. And if enough people want to see that, I'll give you a flavor of that too, so that, again, everybody can make their decision. And then we can start cycling through these, you know? So whichever one seems the most interesting, I'll start there. And you know, we'll cycle back through some of these to see what you all want me to finish. So, Air, why the Ebdanians? Why have you picked them? And can someone please tell me too, is it Ebdanians or Ebdanians? Or neither? Like a completely different one. Let me know. I'd like to pronounce it right since I'm going to play it. Why them? Well, there's a few reasons. I like their roster. They have some really cool Raider skirmish cav. They have some really cool javelin units, and they also have some really cool infantry units. I like all the Celt factions, really. The reason why I didn't go for the Picts, because trust me, this Children of the Night thing sounds extremely interesting, and their axes are cool. But again, I kind of just like the extra skirmish cav. That's a type of unit that I like. It's just a preference in that sense. Plus, I figured it might be kind of cool to start with your own island and try and work your way across. The Caledonians also had some cool options. So again, nothing against any of these factions. I just figured the Ebdanians might be fun. I'm guessing if I have any Irish viewers, they'll approve of this. And if I have Scottish viewers, they're probably booing and throwing stuff at the screen right now, being like, "Air, come on!" I appreciate both of those countries. So I apologize that it may not be the one you're looking for. Like I said, though, I'm happy to look at others, but I really want to judge the interest level here. So enough of me yapping. Let's get it started. I'm going to play it on very hard, and I'm going to play the battle difficulty on normal, just so it's more balanced battles. But since it's just a normal start position on the map, I wanted to switch it to very hard so that the challenge will be more difficult for me. And if the battles get too easy, I'll ramp it back up over time, like if we feel like I'm waltzing through them too easy.
The air was filled with smoke and blood. Rome was weak. The tribes grew in strength and number. Their roots went deep, and they felt the earth's blood pounding through the land. But their borders were threatened, for a great storm raged in the east. One by one, the tribes scattered as seeds in the wind. Behold, a red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. The blood of their kin would be avenged. Great hunters, they tempered their blades in Roman blood, and saw their once mighty walls reduced to dust. They made ready for war. Despite centuries of uneasy existence on the threshold of Roman Britain, the development of the Gaelic Celtic culture has allowed the Ebdanians to flourish. Over the years, you have seen Roman power faltering. And finally the time has come to unite the independent tribes of Britannia to reclaim the land from the Roman invaders. Your strong bond with your Pictish neighbors assures their support, but the Caledonians are a dissenting voice that must be silenced if this endeavor is to succeed. With your help, a new free empire will rise from the ashes of Roman Britain, and the Ebdani alone have the means to guide it.
Huh. He called them the Ebdani. Is that right? Let me all know. Anyway, so I'm going to run through a couple of turns here, maybe, just to kind of get you all settled into maybe a feel of what we'll have going here. So let's check out our initial situation, diplomacy-wise. So as he said, we know Lyci the Romans. The Picts are our friends, and the Caledonians, we're not really sure what to think of them just yet. So pretty straightforward. We have our single settlement here at Eblana. We've got a little, looks like a little army here out to sea, and I'm sure that we could get to raiding right away. Let's see which... So it looks like we share a province with the Caledonians and the Picts. Part of me almost wants to just knock them off first and then go after the rest of Britannia, though that may make some of you mad if I don't just go straight after Romans. I guess I could just go after Romans, at least to start with. Let's see what we got here as far as units go. We got a Celtic levy and bows, basically, and then our general here, which is a Celtic warlord, and I'm assuming it's the same here. Yep, and all these guys are seasick right now. Celtic brigands, Celtic cavalry raiders. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, and we got it looks like easy pickings here at Saguntium. We could probably capture it pretty easily. Of course, we could probably then sack it and then capture it would be probably the preferred method. Take a look at the family tree here. Got our king and then heir. Looks like daughter growing up as well. So, okay. Start off with a lot of dominion. Seems pretty straightforward here in the family tree. Let's take a look at the... So, economy-wise, we're doing okay-ish, considering we got so many troops and just a tiny little settlement. I don't know that that would last for very long. Let's look at what the objectives look like for this campaign if you're looking for ultimate victory. So, just to get a minor victory, you'd have to go to 425, which I kind of wish they'd adjust. That seems a little far out, but it's not too bad. 25 settlements, 2 provinces. We'd have to control all of Caledonia at Hibernia and Britannia Inferior. So that's pretty straightforward as well. It's kind of like take care of Britain and then a few others. And then research 10 technologies. Also seems pretty simple. Earn the following income from raiding, 7,000. Like rating per turn, or just earn that income? Hard to say. Loot or sack 5 different settlements. We can do that, and then maintain 60 units. That's an interesting objective. I like that, and that would just be a start. You know, it depends on how far you want to take it. So we can unlock better. Let's see, got a cattle pound, goat pens, dikes. Okay. So different stuff that's unlocked pretty quickly here in that chain, and then we could get a hunter's camp, raiders gathering place, onto a smithy. You can quickly start upgrading your units here to Celtic spears, Celtic warband, Celtic spearmen. Yeah, so you can start getting your units upgraded pretty quick. Matted spear raiders. Interesting. Kerns. Now that would be great. Ebdani raiders, Celtic axe warriors, Celtic warriors. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff there that's available to us. So I'm thinking if I was going to start it off, I'd go ahead the way of agriculture first, just to kind of secure our foothold, because we're not going to be able to afford better troops at the time being. We've got this farmstead. Let's check the fertility and kind of the religious situation real quick. So let's turn all of these off, and then let's show... let's see, region wealth, public order... Well, that's pretty simple to see. Let's see religion. So, what do we got going on here? Celtic paganism. That makes sense. And then it's mixed over here with, is that Latin Christian, I'm guessing? Yeah. No, it's Greco-Roman paganism. So, Celtic paganism mixed with Greco-Roman paganism. So I'm guessing the Christianity must not have spread all the way out here to the island. Historically, I don't know what the case was. The sanitation's not real good. Food, though, we have good food there. Let's see. So it's fertility level 3, not bad. So let's kind of just get a feel for what that means from a farm standpoint. So if we go into the building tree here, you've got your goat herd, which would max us out at about 106 food, with nice bonuses to income, but of course the typical public order and squalor. Looks like we would get a lot of squalor, public order penalties, but a lot of food from the farm, and that comes down the enclosure to cattle pound. That's a pretty good amount of food, considering that none of it is dependent on fertility, so that's interesting. And then let's see here on the fields, we would get not quite that much food, but quite a bit. A little less public order penalty than the other. So when it comes to the most food, this is definitely the one, and it's not dependent upon climate, which is actually very nice. You just have to be able to counterbalance the squalor, which I don't know what their capabilities are yet with this faction. As far as squalor goes, let's see. So we'd get a lot of public order bonus from this line of buildings. Pretty good. Not as good as some other factions, but it's a nice mix of wealth and everything at the cost of some food consumption. So nothing too bad there. Let's see if they got anything in the town waterworks. They do. So there's your basic sanitation buildings. So that's available to us. Check out the different artisans buildings. 1250, not bad. 1250. 2000. That is a lot of squalor and public order penalty, though. But wow, that's a lot of income. Meh. Okay, so you got a Smith's Guild and the Carpenter's Guild. So this one would make your missile units better, and then this one to improve your other units. Now, very interesting. Pretty nice balance of bonuses from this building. A lot of money from this one if you can afford the extra. So that's good to know as well from an economy standpoint. Those buildings could help drive it. But yeah, so already starting off, we've got kind of bad sanitation, so we're at some risk. We won't get any extra squalor from the next level of these buildings. So I want to say it was an enclosure. I'm going to go down this road. And we actually do get more squalor on that one, just not the other ones. Yeah, I don't know how much risk that drives for disease on us just yet. But we are going to need to get a little extra food. Why don't we just build a field for now, and then we'll switch it over later whenever I can better get control of the province. So let's do this. And let's go ahead and take these troops here. There's only a few of them, but let's raid this little Roman settlement here. Let's cancel that move, actually. We can attack them at the port. Well, actually, yeah, we're going to keep the seasickness anyway, unfortunately. Let's attack them at the port. We'll declare war. And of course, we're just going to declare it. I don't care who joins them. So our first little Roman settlement we got to go after here. They're going to have a lot of towers and stuff as well. These raiders, though, ought to be very good at taking down towers, so I might be able to use them to that ability. Let's go ahead and fight this. I think our cavalry get to come in from elsewhere. I don't think that you actually... Maybe there's some way you have to work it right. Yeah, it looks like my cavalry are going to come in via land because they don't have the seasickness thing on them. So I guess that they assume that you have different ships and you bring those units ashore somewhere else and then come to join up. I think that was a way for them to make artillery and cavalry more viable on a naval landing, and that makes sense. So here comes our first Celtic raid of West Roman territory, so I'm going to set my watch over here. It was kind of bumping into the table. I don't want it to make too much noise. Start the deployment. Yep, our cavalry raiders are already in position to get after enemy towers. Our best landing zone is right here, which means that probably the best field of attack is going to be on this side. And there's quite a few enemy towers. Let's just put these...
Warriors eager.
Put these guys in thin lines. It's probably the best defense against the towers. And I'll just go quickly burn the towers with these guys. I'm going to take them off fire at will because I want to save their ammo. And then let's get our fleet ready to land right here. Okay. Good enough. Start the battle and just bring all these ships ashore. And let's quickly go try and set fire to this... Wait a minute. I thought raiders could thought raiders could burn this down. There we go. You just have to put them in melee mode. Get up here. You're getting shot at, so... Let's burn down the towers real quick. I'm already taking massive losses to the towers, but they ought to be able to burn it down very quickly. And this will save a lot of losses to the rest of my units. Okay, let's see how quickly they can burn the tower. Seriously though, go ahead and torch it. There we go. Let's get over here to cover real quick. And let's get out of here. Away from the scout equites, who actually just caused a lot of damage to me with their javelins. We'll just run out here to safety, and then my raiders will have done their job by saving the rest of my army from a lot of arrow tower casualties. I really wanted you to move into the forest. So we took a lot of damage to the enemy towers, but at least they're burned down.
The tower has been destroyed. This bodes well.
So that'll definitely help these units pay off in and of themselves. Okay, we've got our troops coming ashore. And we've got a clear way into the city at this point without getting completely eaten alive by towers. And we've also done some damage to their city too, which I think... I can't remember if this is the faction where we get that extra bonus for all the extra destruction. I'm gonna bring these spears up to help out my my cavalry. We'll probably be able to scare away the Roman equites, though I can't guarantee it. Let's go ahead and get braced here. Okay, my men ought to be braced, and the Roman cavalry course manages to catch my units right before they get into combat. Okay, the scout equites aren't going to get a good charge on my spearmen, though they'll still get some kills because cavalry has crazy impact damage.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Okay, but the scout equites here are going to get torn down, I think, by my spearmen with relative ease. They just don't have enough attack or mass to cause too big a damage. So we've scared off the scout equites for now and sent them packing with some pretty bad losses. What do we got here? Celtic band. Decent stats for such a cheap unit. Let's kind of just get our units set up and ready to get into the city. We've actually got a number of skirmishers here, which ought to be very handy. Let's take all of our skirmishers off fire at will. Make sure we use them appropriately. These guys are raiders as well.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you.
Yeah, we got their look at this. We got the city pretty good and on fire over here. Are there any Roman citizens running around in here? I don't guess so. That'd be pretty cool if there's Roman citizens running around. Okay, let's see. So the Roman troops are actually coming out at me, and it may be because I have a skirmish advantage. Let's get up here on the same level of ground so that we can face the Romans on level ground. Let's get our archers up. And I want to get my javelin men up here as well. My men, here we go. Alright, yeah, got all the guys coming here. This Raider Cav has excellent capture power, but the Roman general's probably still up on the town center. We could kind of go over here and harass the Roman general because there's no towers on this side of town to stop me from doing so. There we go. Okay, the Roman scout equites are coming in. My spearmen are braced and in the woods. The equites will get some kills, but this ought to be okay-ish. It'll slow down their charge a smidge. Yeah, they didn't get a very good charge. Like I said, they'll definitely still get kills because my spears are so light, but it'll be okay. Let's get our missiles over here. Got that scout cav working. Oh, the Roman general's behind. Oh, no, this is a unit that came off of the ships. Let's pin it down with my own general. Let's kind of split up a little bit and open up the flanks of the enemy troops. We'll put these guys on skirmish. Let's see if we can spot the enemy general. I don't know where you think you're skirmishing to, but not that way. Okay. Let's attack this guy. Okay, we're gonna catch... I don't see an enemy general up here, which means we can capture the town center. Look, the enemy settlement caught on fire. My raiders stopped here and made a fire while they were sitting there. That's awesome. Good job, raiders. Good job. Let's go see if we can engage the enemy javelin men over here. And let's support these fights where our men are at and try and end them quicker. These javelin men can take out the Roman skirmisher marines. Let's bring our general up to support. My guys are actually losing this fight pretty convincingly here. Let's get my general in against these spears, which means that these spears are going to be doing poorly against these cohorts. The cohorts probably have too much health. And we'll try and put a few javelins into the back of this unit, but we're going to need to get clear around the back so as to not kind of look, my guys are lighting everything on fire wherever they go. Well, yeah, there was some Roman citizens up. Look, they're up here killing Roman citizens. Oh man, I already like these Celtic factions. Heir has an instant love of the Celtic factions, just for their merciless nature towards the Romans. Okay, my skirmishers are destroying these Roman skirmisher marines. Let's watch some of the javelins come in here. Yeah, there come the javelins, so you can see these guys going down. Looks like the Roman units are breaking. Let's make sure not to cause friendly fire. So yeah, all the Roman units over here breaking. Look at their town on fire everywhere. That's awesome though, because it hurts their morale. Ah, the Roman settlement's on fire. I like how there's just like a pile of dead civilians up here. Good job. Look at my raiding cavalry. So let's get the last scenic picture here. The Ebdanians standing in their flaming victory here, while the Roman town burns. This stuff's all burned out on fire over here. I love it. Absolutely love it. Cool ships, banners and stuff there too. Anyway, we can go ahead and end the battle. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Obviously, not the world's most challenging battle there. Oh, I forgot to turn the battle difficulty down. You know what? It was not too bad there. I'm going to turn it down to hard to start off with, and if it needs to go down to normal, we'll do it. But, I mean, let's just see how it is. That wasn't too ridiculous on that one, but it makes sense to me now when my units were struggling a little on a few of them. But, I mean, a little challenge is fine. I'm okay with that. So, I want to sack it, and then just hit it again and occupy it.
Waiting for a new course.
We could liberate it, but I don't see the point in that. Let's just loot and occupy. No. We'll just go ahead and occupy it. So the Ebdanians have occupied their first Roman settlement. I do believe that this is going to get expensive to try and do this. So we need to convert it, but they're not going to let me convert it until I repair it. And repair it's very expensive, unfortunately. But we can trash these other sections. We can go ahead and repair that. We're making enough money for now as well, so we're fine. Public order though is quite poor, unfortunately. This fishing jetty is not really helping anything. If I get rid of it, we should still have enough food, and I'm going to probably potentially get more food out of this settlement. But yeah, the fishing jetty is just adding to the public order penalties, unfortunately. Wonder if we can sign a governor though. That might help. Let's see what we can do. So if we take a governor, like got these other nobles here, or we could do this with my. So this guy's a general. Where's this guy at? Like who's who here? Let's see. This is probably not my faction leader. It's not. My faction leader's over here. I'd rather him be over here, but so let's make my own faction member the governor, so he starts gaining that, and we'll make him the governor in Caledonia. So yeah, let's just start that way. That should be good enough, and maybe we can do something that'll help improve the public order here. Public order plus up to 4 bonus from presence of Celtic paganism. That'd be good, and then plus 10 morale for all recruits trained. So not bad either. This one's a lot of extra growth and a minus construction cost, which would be nice as well. I think this one's going to be the best. The Aegis of Tautatus, however you say that, yeah. We get a bonus from Celtic paganism and extra morale for trained troops. So let's do that. We've got our other stuff selected. I think we're okay to end a turn, except for the unassigned skill here. Give him some zeal, which will add melee attack to our commanded force, and then also hopefully give him some integrity boost. Yep, oh, he's got plenty of integrity because we just won the battle, spoils of war. But if you take those away, it was still minus integrity, so it's good that we started down that path. So, yeah, let's end this turn. So there's your first turn as the Ebdanians, or Ebdanians, however you pronounced it, Ebdanians. We will obviously keep up a war against the Romans, but we, like I said, we may have to settle the score. It looks like the Picts like us, but we may have to settle the score with the Caledonians. We'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, this one looks like a lot of fun. I like the raiding units. I like all that extra income from raiding. That's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be expensive to convert cities over, which, you know, that'll be kind of like a challenge because, well, let's see if it is or not. No, it's actually not bad. Looks like the conversion isn't bad for these guys. All of these add to squalor, unfortunately, except for this one. So I may just leave this building alone for now until we get enough growth to handle this. And yeah, this is going to be the challenging part. We need extra growth so that we can build sanitation and like all kinds of other stuff here. Let's see, unlocks the recruitment of Celtic Axe Band. Let's see what we get here. Unlocks Celtic Brigands. Raiders Assembly Point. Celtic Brigands. It's just a garrison, though. That doesn't really make much sense. So I wouldn't want to build that, I don't think. We're okay food-wise for now, but these fishing jetties are hurting us a little. However, if we do this village upgrade, we'd get another public order point boost. We're going to lose that public order point there. Part of me is just thinking about tearing this down. Let's dismantle that. Build this. Well, we don't want to build the village. Well, let's see. We should get a nice boost of food from the field, so it might make up for the difference there. I don't know. Yeah, we'll kind of just have to see. Let's go ahead and build a farm building here. We know we're going to need it, and this first one doesn't actually hurt anything. So 54 additional wealth. Yeah, let's go down that road to start with. So I think that'll be good for the first turn. Again, let me reiterate how we're going to handle the feedback here. If you like the Ebdanian series and you want to continue to see this one, like the video. Go up to the top, like the video. If you don't like it, please don't click the dislike button. It's going to make YouTube think that I'm putting up videos that are garbage or something like that. It gives off the wrong impression. Absolutely give me feedback if you don't like it. There will be a comment where it says if you would rather me do something different, leave your feedback here, and you can thumbs up that comment to help give me an indication of how many people agree with that statement. And like I said, please feel free to write in some feedback. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.